It's been such a long time since Boston led the way. It's more than a feeling. It's Mike and Tom to start the day. The heart of Massachusetts should be freedom, justice, and liberty. Freedom-led pilgrims of Plymouth Bay, Salem trials had justice too late. The sons of liberty spilled the tea, and then the redcoats spilled their blood. The shot heard around the world rang out from the Bay State. Boston strong and ready to defend. It's where revolution started and ends. It's been such a long time since Boston led the way. It's more than a feeling. It's Mike and Tom to start the day. Quincy Market, Freedom Trail, Charles River, Boston Harbor, Bunker Hill, Griffin Wharf, Fenway Park, Old North Charge. It's been such a long time since Boston led the way. It's more than a feeling. It's Mike and Tom to start the day.
Boom, boom, boom,
Good
boom.
morning, everybody.
Good to
Wow.
see you again, people.
We made it to Friday. Here we are again.
Yeah.
Karen reads
Friday.
free.
Friday.
Karen
What
reads
were
free.
we doing a week? Yeah, what were we doing a week ago? I had a doctor's appointment. I know that. No.
We
I
still
never
couldn't
done-
believe she's free. We were all
Yes.
just in
Kind of
shell
both.
shock. It's sinking
Yeah.
in now. It's been a week. It's sinking, you know?
Yeah. I figured that would be enough time to kind of get it out of my system a little bit. Like, okay, court. I get so fired up about court and like what's gonna happen today,
Yeah.
who's coming on.
Everybody's in their rhythm again. We're all getting in our little ways about us that we used to be before this whole trial. If you forget what it was like, don't worry, it'll come back.
Right. I mean, it's just about there's not. I mean, I just saw a post this morning where Alan Jackson, I think it was him,
Yeah.
giving a speech about the gentleman that killed the healthcare executive, Mangini.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I think he's defending him. If the video is correct. Now I don't know if somebody just dubbed it over, but it's Alan Jackson yesterday. Yeah, yesterday, giving a speech about how he's proven innocent. He's innocent until proven guilty. But it might have been a video. Let me see if I can find. I'll send it to you. But if anybody knows if that's the truth, let me know. Yeah, if he's defending Luigi, he's trying to say that he was.
Yeah, Mangini's the guy's name. Yeah.
Yeah, he's trying to say that he was insane at the time he pulled the trigger. The kid had a really bad back problem, and the health insurance kind of kicked him to the curb. Maybe we can Google Mangini's. Not that we're gonna switch cases or anything, but I just got to know if Jackson's doing it because it makes sense. He was on the East Coast, but I don't know. I forget who was doing it, man. Fuck, I'm sorry, man.
It's all good. I'm still trying to figure out why I can't hear anything when I play videos and stuff.
Oh, yeah, what's going on? Yeah, you couldn't play we played a video of Aiden. You couldn't get it going.
Wouldn't play. Nope. Speakers. I want that.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? I know what it is.
Okay.
Nope.
People are saying that could be him. That's why he's coming back next month. Yeah. So
Poor guy's gotta go home. Talk about getting like out of your element. The guy ain't been home in months.
Maybe
Maybe after a
maybe he's
win.
buying some property out here. Who knows?
Listen, remember we had them phone calls, and you can hear the person.
I
Back
could
and
hear him,
forth.
but I couldn't. They couldn't hear me though. But now I can hear him and talk to him. Yeah.
I have to reboot my computer. That's why I can't hear the videos because my sound's tied to that. Remember how I was using 2 different browsers to figure it out?
Yeah.
So I get a reboot. Give me a second to restart.
Is it gonna kill the stream?
Nope.
All right, man. I'll see you in a couple
Right
minutes.
back.
All right, pal. Well, yeah, I haven't taken a shower yet, so I'm sorry about that. I know I'm public facing. I don't know why I'm so big on the screen, but I guess that's what Tommy wants. So yeah, what was it, Luigi Marciano? I'm supposed to be at Bezos' wedding, by the way. AI says Alan isn't representing. Okay, thanks, cop's daughter. So that must have been just bullshit I saw on the web. I mean, on the Twitter. That'd be kind of I forget who put it out to you, motherfucker. You got me. Whoever did it, pretty good. It seems like Alan is talking about that case, and I don't know. With AI today, you're right. But AI, we should check Grok. I don't, if he made a statement, that means he's officially representing him. I mean, the kid, I'm not saying that he should have shot anybody, but he was living in pain and was unable to do certain things in his life because of a surgery or. Everybody got that coffee? Yeah. He was but Nikki, was AJ was he there? I'm asking. AI is breaking news. But anyways, we still have shit to do here, right? We got Karen Reed's free. You gotta find justice for Johnny, right? Yeah, cops on him. Something on the side of the prize. That's what'll happen if it out of sight, out of mind. And Hingham had a big fire last night. My old basketball romping grounds where I won 2 championships. I won 2 champions at Hingham.
There you go.
What's on a yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Much clearer. I can hear everything now. My sound's
good.
Let me just check this.
Yeah, sounds great. So, anyways,
I still can't. What the frig? That's pissing me off.
I'm glad it's you, not me, man.
It's something stupid. I know it is. It's got to be. You know what's been happening lately? I haven't been butt dialing, but I've been like my phone's in my pocket and I look at it when I'm like I take it out and look at it. It's trying to type to somebody in China or something. You ever get that?
No.
Oh, all sorts of characters and all sorts of stuff. It's like your phone was typing in your pocket.
Oh no, I don't have that. No.
Yeah, bad.
That
Not
sucks.
good.
Pop star. So True Morris. He's saying that it was a suicide. That's why he's not present. Yes, that is true. Yep, he was. Dejana Perkins, who's one of the district attorney, stated that she asked him the question about why he's not reopening the case. He said he goes with the Massachusetts medical examiner.
Really?
That's what he's going to hang his hat on. That he ruled it or she ruled it a suicide. So that's what he's staying with.
See how they kick the can down the road?
But here's
the thing: the medical examiner can say that it was not an accident, and he's still going to tie his wagon to that. Well, it's up to her. Whatever. No, dude. No.
Yeah. You're right. You're right. And,
we got to start holding these people accountable, Mike.
Well, that's why Perkins was on Mikey's The Young Jerks, and great interview. Great. He landed that. We have to get her on or get her out there more so people understand what's happening. Because all roads lead to Johnny at the end of this whole thing, So yeah, he says he's going to stick with the medical examiner mass, and the feds say, well, we think differently, obviously, and because we had another doctor, pathologist, look at her and look at photos and the
hybrid bone there. Yeah.
I was going to say something else, but it sounds like that. Thank God I didn't.
Yeah. I know.
And so
different bone.
Boner. But so that's kind of where it's at, and the feds have locked up Farwell, but the state doesn't see it the same way as the FBI. Kind of like the Karen Reed fucking thing. The feds are going, here you go. Here's $3,200 of exculpatory evidence, right? Oh. And they go, well, we don't see it that way. ADA McLaughlin's like, I read it over the weekend, 3,000 pages over the weekend. Okay, we don't really see it that way. Then you have Lally hiding the ball.
Oh my God,
he's been from Barrows. Yeah, from Barrows.
Yep. That's a whole thing, dude.
Bettero's all over it.
Good.
Bettero is all over it.
Check this out, dude. You want to laugh? This is good.
All right. Yeah, I could use a laugh on a Friday morning. I saw that. Yeah.
Isn't that freaking hilarious? Before 47, before tax. She just
Oh,
has boots hanging around.
is she at an Aperture building? Look at that in the background. Oh my God. Is she at the fucking
Florida. That's a Florida roof.
and definitely in the sun somewhere? Yes. Yes.
Oh, that's
She lives a
balls.
lot in
I
Italy.
love stuff like that. Yeah.
That's our demographic. I love these women, man, that are into it. Like, love it. I think it's so cool.
People, I'm glad you brought that up, Mike. Why do I
What's
keep
up, buddy?
losing my? There we go. Listen,
What's up?
the women that are in this movement are some of the strongest women
Mm.
you're ever gonna find anywhere in Massachusetts. You want like badass girls? Come over here. Come to Massachusetts. I'll just send you down the line of all the free Camry supporters. All of them are badass.
Nothing
You know,
sexier.
stand up and put your out there.
Oh, I love it.
I come into a standout. People were doing that, Mike. They were putting themselves out there, meeting people, talking to people.
You like a
on
girl
film.
With a girl with a little bit of attitude and edge. Like
Saying this ain't gonna. We're not letting this work. This is not gonna. No.
Kristen getting up in front of the select board this week, and just saying, "Hey."
So glad you brought that up, Mike.
All right, but
Perfect example.
That was ballsy, man. That takes. You know what? No one just walks into a town hall meeting and drops a bomb and walks out.
Look at me, right? Who wants to get shot? Look at me. Shoot him. Shoot here. Like,
and
she puts a tag on her forehead.
Right. Yeah. It's not a rare trait. I would say it's more like you gotta be willing to put everything on the line for what you believe in and just do it.
And you know, all the women are different. So like Kristen, how she approached the selectmen's meeting and stuff like that was absolutely perfect. But then you have other people like, Gail. She does the hit. Gail White.
Yeah. I see her. Okay. Yeah.
She's been here from like day one too, right? And she's put her foot down saying, no. But she does it a different way. So all these different women that are in the movement do things a different way. And each one of them is just badass.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean,
there's no guppies. There's no guppies.
Oh, no.
They're all like, every single one of the boots on the ground are just like, we believe in what we believe, and we're here to cheer it on.
Look at the difference Rita made.
Oh,
just geez. Rita. Look at the difference she just her showing up made. Huge energy, completely different from one day to the next.
She's a natural leader.
Yeah.
Type A personality, alpha, what do you call them? Alpha female.
Type A personality. I mean, you're going to listen to what I say because I'm right. And I'm right because of boom, right down the line.
If you don't like it, you just move off to the side, exit stage right, and I'm going to keep going. I don't really give a shit about you. That's fine. You can disagree, but don't interrupt me. I'll get a platform. I'm going to tell you what I think. Okay?
And you know who else is just as amazing? Probably a little bit more, because this person knew they were getting in the deep end, getting in with all the sharks, all the trolls. They knew what they were getting into. They still came in. You know who has the bigger balls? Is Nan.
Oh, fuck yeah. I mean, female lawyer.
She don't even live around here, dude. If she comes in and starts knocking heads,
you got to be a badass mofo. Legit. I don't even think she's in the chat, but you got to be a badass mofo if you want to go into a courtroom and go up with a big swinging dick that's a lawyer as well. You got to believe in what you're doing.
She's going to knock you out with hers, man. Look out.
I think she's an assassin. She kind of sits back, waits for a shot.
Oh, I didn't think you were here today. I thought you were working this morning.
Oh, hey.
This man, we're talking about all the strong and powerful women we have in the movement. And
Tommy
how money is different.
I wasn't. Tommy was.
And how all you women are different, and you all go about it a different way, but it's just as badass, And how do we move forward, right? Can you imagine if we didn't have Nan? We'd all have ulcers. Like we're all getting worked up and
especially on this channel.
Oh my God. Our blood pressures were through the roof. And then she's just
that's true. That's true.
Really?
She has the calming effect, but she can light you on fire at the same time.
Yeah, but you know what the best part is?
While she's
Dude,
smiling at you.
not only does she do it to us and calm us down, she does it to thousands of people that are just listening to us. And remember I said Bedro when he couldn't talk anymore about the case? I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, we're screwed. We're in trouble. Because he would give us the info.
Yeah, we had all these questions in our head. Yeah.
Us creators are good at getting it out there. Hit play, go, right? It's getting the content. And Bedro was amazing at that. And when we couldn't use him in that profession or that aspect, we took a hit. That was definitely a hit that we all felt. But Nan just stepped right in. Like nothing ever happened. Boom.
Yep.
And she had the same effect.
Yep.
So yeah, we're blessed, Mike.
Yeah, it was perfect timing. It was like you're right. It was like Federer couldn't really talk about Turtle Boy stuff because he's his lawyer.
Right.
Was trying to get on Pearl Hawk Viche.
Got denied.
Pearl Hawk Versace, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And then couldn't get on. Then he was back on. And he's only doing a couple of channels, which I like. But now that the case has expanded to a national platform, I mean, legit national platform, he's out there talking to A, B, and C, doing all the right things. It's been good.
I saw some dude last night. It's a week later, and this guy had 10,000 people in his chat. And I've never heard of this guy in my life. I've never seen him in my life, but there's Karen Reed on my screen. There's 10,000 people in there chatting.
It was a law tuber, or was he?
It was just somebody on YouTube. When I go to YouTube and up comes my selections, I'm just going through them, and there he is. And I'm like, wait a minute, I've never heard of this person in my life.
I know,
and yet he's got massive amounts of people talking about it.
Yeah. I know, you're right, man. It's a national thing with the movement because everybody hates injustice, and to get it out there and talk about it to me has been eye opening because you learn so much more in the aspect of who else is locked up, didn't have the means or the support,
right?
Karen had, like it's scary. Like,
yeah,
dude, you can lose 10, 15, 20 years of your life, blink,
Mike,
because someone doesn't like you.
2 years ago,
yeah,
it was just Karen Reed and David Gannetti.
Yeah. Well, it was 3 days after.
Alone.
2 days after. Yeah, I know.
But I mean, they were alone. It was just them against the freaking machine, Mike. Just them two. Like,
it must have looked
how are we gonna
hard.
do this?
I know.
We just like
when you have the truth on your side, and then when AJ came off from the West Coast,
you can't quit either. You just can't quit, because if they quit back then, there would be nothing. There wouldn't be 100,000 people watching.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. Morrissey would get reelected,
and no one would be the wiser, right?
No, Farwell probably. I don't know. Maybe Farwell. Who knows? Farwell might have been. Who knows? I don't know. But if she took the plea for manslaughter, we would have been fucked. But she didn't. She stood up to the machine. Yep, 100%. Yeah, which
and it was just them two. Oh my word!
But they had the truth on their side.
Yep,
they did. Yeah, I mean, when you have the truth on your side, you know what right is right. It's hard for you to cop a plea. Like when I was,
but it's also hard to tell it. It's also hard to tell it.
So it's like Brian Albert. Do you realize you need 20 to 50, 30 to 50 people on, to do a cover up? Not really. You see a family and a couple of bad cops.
Mike, you know what you need? You need fear and intimidation, and I'll tell you why. If Brian Albert said to we'll say, let's pick somebody. Pick someone that wasn't at 34 Fairview.
That wasn't?
Yeah, that was not there.
Chris Albert.
Okay.
Allegedly.
So say Brian goes to Chris Albert. Hey, John never showed up. I don't know what they're talking about. Chris would never question Brian about what he just said to him.
Right.
There it is. So you don't need 30, 40, 50 people. You need people to fall in line and listen. If Brian said this, they can't question him.
And the whole thing, if that happened in the garage, which I don't think it did, he never came to the house. It's a matter of words, right? Words matter.
Thank you, Nan. Thank you, Nan.
Yeah. So like I said, that's that's a heart of a fighter right there. I didn't know she was getting bullied on. We don't have to bring it up. Yeah,
Yeah.
that sucks. I didn't realize that. That's why I thought it was kind of
Listen,
funny.
when you have a bunch
I
of problems,
know I have a weird sense of
shit's
humor.
gonna happen. You're gonna just
If you're gonna go out there, if you're gonna be out
always,
there,
yep.
yes,
That's part. But there's certain shit you're gonna walk into the ring. Okay, we're gonna fight. Bang, glove shake. Now you
yeah,
follow the rules. You don't
yeah,
need to
you're
say
done.
time out the rules of this. You follow
Right.
them.
Right.
So,
You gotta have a little bit of camaraderie.
Yeah.
If you get someone makes fun of you and it's a good joke, you gotta laugh.
I saw something on Twitter. They're making fun of Esty.
Yes.
That really, people, why you do that? You know what she did for Karen? You realize if Karen needed a friend, because who did Karen have? A bunch of male attorneys and Liza.
Liza, yeah.
But
whatever happened to Victoria George? She was just there for the jury. That was it.
She works for David Yanetti's office.
I know, but
Yeah.
I know she was there for the jury, and we can talk about this afterwards. But I was thinking about her and her role and how well it played out to have that jury that we had. I guess she went really young.
Oh, I mean, Victoria George did her job. I would say she brought her A game, and look at what she got. She got an A+ on that one, bud.
She passed the test.
Nailed it. I think she did well.
I mean, let's just face it. Boston is a little. You took my job back to an appointment back. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, shit.
Nan, look at Nan. Nan said she's having lunch with her next week. Can you just tell her that we really appreciate what she brought? I'm gonna mute a second.
Are you able to write that off as a business meeting, or is that a personal meeting? Because you're both attorneys. I mean,
always business, Mike. It's always business.
Well, it depends what you guys talk about.
Victoria George, even though she wasn't like up front and center,
I think she's an assassin. She did great. Not all heroes wear capes, right?
That's right. Everybody's gonna do their job.
I would love to have her on the show. Her and Nan together, two attorneys talking.
Oh my word! Yeah. Can you imagine that?
And just to hear what she has to say about selection and what role did she play in it, if she can. I mean, she might be a hired gun too. All right, I need you to come out here and help me with this jury selection. Whether it be
I would love to have them two come on here and talk shop.
Yeah.
Just like us. They could do it at night over a glass of wine.
Wherever they're having lunch, we'll just do a live stream. We'll invade their privacy. Just do a live stream.
Come on, the creators with cameras.
Now you can write it off. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll call the IRS.
So again,
sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. I know you went sideways on Victoria George.
We have all these, all these amazing women in the movement, and now what are we gonna do with them, right? What do we take on now, knowing what we have? I don't want to say in reserve, but knowing what knowing the message we're able to get out there. What do we pick up now? What ball do we pick up now?
I would love to see a larger gathering with the Birchmore case, Sandra Birchmore and her baby.
So here's the problem with that.
Federal.
Bingo. And if you go and you say something you shouldn't, you just screwed up a couple $1 million and a whole bunch of people's time. So I want to say that's like a hot potato.
Mm-hmm.
But again, what can you get from that?
Well, it's only given out by one source, right?
Yeah.
It's hard to really find out what's going on because or a witness. They call she's a witness in a her own case, so to speak. But I don't know. It's a tough one. We know what happened because the feds don't 96%, conviction rate. I mean, he's trying to make a deal, which he's doing right now. I just can't wait to see the hammer come down because it's gonna happen right with Maura Healey's election coming up and all that. Boy, I mean, it's gonna be a huge deal. If they're gonna drop the bomb, they're gonna probably drop it September, August, right before the Massachusetts starts running for offices and all that bullshit in November. It'll be, if Boston PD is wrapped up in this, Maura Healey will go down. Mayor Wu, what's going on? You got problems?
Yeah, the freaking landscape is out there shaking his glove out, opening each one of his fingers open. He's got the freaking thing running right next to my window here. Like
I can't can't hear it. So it sounds all right.
Oh, he's got to do his other hand now.
Hey, what do you? My
He's
luck
wearing gloves.
swim boats.
He's got to
My
clean
luck.
out his gloves right in front of the window in the
Oh,
middle
let's
of
be
mowing a
honest.
lawn.
Get him on camera. Hey, dude. Tell him this is your boss.
Don't forget your lipstick.
At least you're not out there doing it.
I know,
But
huh?
the whole, it's crazy to me how I know we beating the horse here. It's how it's intertwined with the same players from Karen's, Canton, State Police, Stoughton. I mean, what the fuck is going on around here with these popo? Like, I don't get. I mean, seriously, imagine walking around and you're a popo and you know you can get away with murder. Huh? You can't hear you, buddy. You can't hear a thing. I can't hear a thing. Imagine
Dude's
that
mowing
walking
the
around.
same piece of fucking grass like 5 times in a row now.
No inglés. Espanol. But you know what I'm saying? Like, how do you walk around Canton? Like, there was a sergeant from Stoughton that came off the road in Canton and killed somebody in the front lawn a couple years ago.
Remember
I sent
that?
you the article. I
Yep.
remember that.
I remember that.
The guy was
And-
standing in his front yard. The fucking guy drove off the road in his personal truck and killed somebody. And which is an accident.
Yeah, there's no charges found. No problem.
Nope. It's fucked up, man. And I'm glad Clap's names keeps resurfacing in some of this stuff.
Yes.
As sort of a, a pattern. Like, there's a pattern here. These
Well,
guys,
it-
they're above the law. To try
yes.
to frame Turtle Boy, to try to frame Clap, to try to frame Karen. There's a fucking pattern. And what else don't we know? There's another person I saw that Norfolk County DA is involved with this gentleman gentleman of color. I forget his name. I have to look at, but just another one just popping up on my feed. Another one pops. You're like, holy Jesus!
All right,
Yeah,
Mike. Think we
What's
can do
with this?
15,000 tomorrow? Think we can get people to donate $15,000 for Aiden tomorrow?
I mean, that's a big number. I'm all about it. But whatever we get, I'm happy with. That's the thing too. Like,
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
we need goals, but yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a reasonable goal within reach. I mean, we're almost there, right?
Oh, why do people want me to run for the select board?
I know.
God, no, I can't. We're not gonna talk about that right now. What's this
What's
stuff
that?
here? Give, share, pray. What's that all about?
I don't know.
Funds will receive. Okay,
Can donate for this.
all right. So what's the website for that?
It's Give Send Go.
Yeah.
Capital
But
G, capital
how'd you
B, 83.
How did you find it though, dude, bro? Like, what's the so if this thing up here is the right hand side, is that on the screen? Is that go right to Venmo?
Yes, that goes right to this page for him, right to his
Oh, so
donation.
all right. So it goes to so if you scan that, you can write stuff up there. Okay.
Yeah.
But if we want someone in there, we want you to put fundraiser in there if you can, so we can
Yes.
kind of watch what it does.
Yeah, you could. It's just like the other ones here. Thank you for what you do. Thank you for what you do. You have a lot of people on your side. And again, this guy took a 60-day hit for every single one of us.
Look at all his 50s, 100, 10. Like he should take some time to read some of these sometime. Well, we can. West Coast supports Turtle
West
Boy.
Coast, Mike. The West
Yeah.
Coast. Justice Serve TV. And they're freaking awesome.
Oh, no shit. Yeah, $100.
Right?
There's no $5 ones in here, Turtle Boy. Go get
13
them.
hours ago.
Thank you for all you did. Aiden, I want to meet you after. Oh, okay, we won't talk about that one. Let's move on.
Wow.
You got some players out there. Oh, so what's a prayer request, buddy?
So you can just say a prayer, I think.
So you don't have to give any money. Oh, can you give money?
I don't know.
Yeah, you hit the price. It's oh shit! Wow. I don't encourage a message or prayer. Okay. James 5:16. That's what you're saying. Oh, you don't even have to give any money. You can just put that up there.
See what happens for people. Boom, it worked.
Oh,
Email
wow.
verification. So let me just pop into my email real quick.
So now you have this in your. You got now an update about what's going on. So we're trying to get to 200,000. We've raised like 185,000. Oh, he's raised. We have raised. However you want to do it. That's pretty cool.
I think we can do that, Mike. I think we can.
I love how the troopers are behind him like that, just sitting there. That's fucking great picture.
So all you gotta do is
Well,
just click the button in your email so they know it's you and it's done. It's easy as that, people.
I can't imagine what they're going to be doing, at the actual event too, which you'll be at.
Oh man, let's talk about that. This poor girl, Jess. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
What?
You know how women are strong type of women, but when they get this one thing in their head, you just got to step back and let them go because you can't stop them once that thought's in their head. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about?
I do. Yeah.
She's had this. I guess Jess has had this in her head for quite a while. We'll say, dude, her living room looks like an Amazon warehouse. Packages everywhere. Box. She's got boxes on top of boxes of stuff for this party.
Yeah.
She's put a lot of money. And I know it's not about the money, but when you're a single mom and you're working hard, it all adds up. So if anyone goes to this party, just make sure you see Jessica and maybe just hand her something if you got something you can give her. Because I know she put an awful lot of money out.
She's not going to take.
I know she won't, but you have to find a way to do it. We got to find a way to trick her. Maybe we'll make a card and we'll just leave it.
You can't have random people come up to her to stuff her with money, dude. Like,
I know,
is she a stripper?
No, but
Mike, and eggs, what the
I don't want to say. What?
Imagine me just walking into a party and then AHS and throwing a $50, $100 bill down her fucking. Wow, you gotta give her a card. You gotta do it right. No, you can't just go up and give her cash. You feel kind of like dirty.
She ain't like that.
Up, I know we don't.
And that's the thing. You gotta find a way to slip it. Maybe you give her a hug and put it in her back pocket or something. I don't know.
You can't put your hand down her back of her pants, Tommy.
No, women get all touchy feely like that.
Tommy. What? No, some guy came up to my wife and put his hand on my wife's back.
No. I'm talking, Mike. It's 70% women here.
All right. Well, even then, I don't know. I'm just saying.
There's got to be a way. You find a way. You have to find a way to try and lessen this on Jess. I mean, not that. I'm just saying. I know what she's put into this. And
this is
it's a lot.
I kind of
more than any one person should ever do. I'll say that.
Well, yeah, okay. Let me just to your point. That's great. I acknowledge that, but I think Jess's head's more like I'm doing this because I want to do it. I don't.
It absolutely is.
I have the money. I really don't care about the money I get back because the celebration of people's faces and the money we're gonna raise for Turtle Boy is paying her. That's how I think she thinks. But I could be wrong. I don't know.
I hired 2 detail cops for 4 hours each.
Yeah,
it was cheaper by a lot.
Right. So I don't know what that means, but anyways, I don't know what you're getting at. I'm just telling you how I think.
I'm just saying. Listen, Saturday is going to be an epic party. She not only doing it right, but she's doing it right over the top. It's going to be something. You'll see.
I think so too. I think it'll be great.
And then we got an awesome candle set from a lady.
Yeah.
Got the hockey stick.
The hockey stick. Yeah, I gotta get that. Yeah. Let me know if because I gotta go out in a little while, but let me know if I'll put it outside or what's gonna happen. Or if somebody's going from Canton, what's going down the Middleborough, let me know. Just swing by my house and grab it. Bring it down there.
I'd like to take
Is Kristen going?
I would like to take her. I don't know if she's busy.
All right. This weekend. I know she's got a hot dating schedule. That girl, she's all over TV and
I know. I haven't talked to any of her people.
You gotta talk to her people to get to her now. She's that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Why didn't she run for select person? Imagine having 3 women up there like that. Seriously. Why wouldn't she do it? She loves the civics.
I think maybe we can put her on a planning board or a zoning board because that's where that house behind F&F Power
Oh,
Equipment, that's
yes.
how that stuff is allowed to happen through those. So you put her on one of those boards to keep
We need
them
to get,
boys in line.
yeah, we need to get that figured out. That small business. Yeah, that's fucking bullshit.
Yep. The house,
And
Mike, that house still blows my mind. How do you put a house there?
I know, dude. So I have actual pictures of that whole lot, and we've been through the whole Google thing, and I'm like,
There's no
you
frontage.
gotta walk through your neighbor's yard to get to your mailbox. That's a no-go right there. If you're gonna walk through someone else's property to get your mailbox on a public sidewalk, you got a fucking problem.
Well, in Massachusetts, you need 50 feet of frontage to put a dwelling.
Mm,
Not in Canton. I think you need
no,
5.
that was pretty fucked up. And she's not a great sport. Like the stuff with Uncle Ed that she does, um, the real deal O'Neill,
Mm-hmm.
is fucking classic shit. She got
Yep.
Uncle Ed a fucking crosswalking vest and, like, the
You
hat, the
see
bright
that?
orange, yellow. Yeah, I was dying laughing, dude. Dying laughing. She's a
Again,
fucking poop, man. She's
but
never in a bad mood. She's always making fun of Ed, even though Ed might have given her 10 tickets that week. She's like, "Hey, well, it's my Friday night update about Uncle Ed. I'm concerned about him crossing the road." She's got pictures of him taking pictures of her. It's a riot. It's a skit. The whole thing's great, but she's staying serious in the same sense.
oh
She just
yeah,
she coped the copiums with laughter, which I do a lot of. I can relate to the shit she says. Like, I totally get what she's doing to that guy. Like, she's taking his power away. What,
right.
you think it's fucking? You think you're cool and tough? Well, I'll make fun of your ass.
Yeah.
That's what social media has done. That's what Elon has done with Twitter X.
Can
Now you
you
can't have hashtags. You can't have hashtags soon
what?
in your Twitter. Yeah, he's going away with hashtag. Yeah, yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Why?
Elon's like, no more hashtags. I think he wants.
I'll have
You
to
have to
read
ask
into
him.
that.
Yeah, I think it went into effect today. Like, hashtags won't be seen, or you can't use them, or I don't know. I never use them anyways. Only it was on the Google machine,
Jesus.
on Googs. But yeah. But anyways, but I lost my train of thought. Birchmore.
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 Yeah. So again, right? What are you gonna get out of it?
Well, here's my like, we were talking about the connection between office and the public, right? So you
Right.
have the office that's deciding what's a murder, what's not a murder. You have a medical examiner that's saying it was suicide. That's where he's hanging his hat. And Dejana Perkins was on Mikey's show doing jerks saying, "Well, we had the feds brought in their own
Right.
person."
They did. Michael Bodden, best guy, the best pathologist, I think, in the country, believe it or not.
So, do you think one doctor to another doctor would say, "Hey, listen, I got this, you got this. What made you think of this? What made you think of that?" And hash it out. The feds did. They did, because they
Well,
want 100% proof.
Mike,
They put bracelets on anybody.
let's just look at the feds for a second, okay?
No.
The feds, they hired the best company they could get to determine that John O'Keefe was not hit by a car.
That's right.
And then they hired the best pathologist to come and find out that Sandra Birchmore was
Right.
not, she was harmed by another person.
That's right.
I'd say the feds aren't messing around, and they're all in. Like, they're dropping big dollars for these people to get access.
This one's so much in the public eye. It's going to be out of me, but like, if they fuck this up, it's a huge fuck up. And obviously, the trial or the motion to get appearance is getting pushed back and pushed back and pushed
Right.
back.
And that in itself is bizarre. Have you ever seen something like this?
No.
How?
No. Not even with Whitey.
You're supposed to be in front of a judge within 30 days, I think.
A federal judge.
Yeah, within 30 days.
Chirp, 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 chirp. I don't doubt, dude. At 36 years old, so you'll take the death penalty off. I'll be in a section federal building close to my family. Yeah, but you're doing the rest of your life.
You think
right.
he likes it in prison? That's why he's like dragging it out, letting a little bit here and a little bit there.
No. And then to find out, and now who knows, it could have been just a trip on the wire or a bump, to say that it wasn't his kid. He got So if you take away the cheese and you have all rats eating off the cheese, and you take away the cheese,
Yep.
they eat each other.
Right.
They're gonna go at each other.
Oh, it's happening right now.
Exactly. That's what Peter Murphy said that one time. Analogy. I'm like, take away the cheese, they're gonna eat each other. They took away the cheese. It's not my baby, so to speak. That's a piece of cheese.
Right.
Now they're like, who the fuck? Now that they're talking, no, you're going down. No, I wasn't. With the dates and all this other shit.
Yep.
Like seriously,
Yep.
it's fucked up. That's what happens, man. And now you see him. Some of them won't even talk with the father. Just go meet.
Just think about this. Are you ready? The feds are sitting in an office, right? And they go down the hall. They yell down the hall. All right, hit send. Hit post. Go ahead. Yeah, post that. And they're all sitting in the room watching all the cell phones of all the people that we're talking about. And the minute that information's released, they sit and they watch each cell phone get. This one's calling this one's calling that one, this one's calling voicemail here, text messages, he's texting this one here. They're watching everybody that's involved, all their phone activity in real time. I would love to be in that room. You're muted. Yeah.
And then they spring off to the next one. Like they'll be like, oh, that's a new number. Is that a burner? Or is that who knows?
Yeah. And where is this phone located right now? Triangulate that baby. What power is he hitting? Oh yeah, they must have, Mike. They must have the best freaking, the most laughs out of anyone that's sitting that and just watch it all go on in real time.
Imagine pulling up to Jen McCabe and having Jen McCabe lie to you.
The people that were in the friggin' office must have been laughing their balls off. She said, "What?"
The people are just like you and me, man. They're just regular dudes watching this shit happen, and they joke about it.
Oh,
they're like, "What?"
Oh my God, they joke.
So she is why I called 2 people. Well, we got you with 5.
Yeah. Just like, think of those people in the FBI that were laughing when she said that.
High five and fucking snap each other like knuckles. And then to have her say, I'm not Jen McCabe is even consciousness of guilt.
Say what?
I know, like, imagine getting pulled up and be like, a couple guys, I thought you were Jehovah's Witnesses. No, actually, we had tie in suit. Yeah. When was the last time a Jehovah's Witness was in Canton? I don't even know. But God. She goes, I'm not Jen McCabe. Are you fucking? I thought they were trying to sell me something. It's a huge red flag because it's a cover story to the question. Just so you know. Who knows? She might be down in Lakeville doing something with the feds. You don't have to go to Smoky. There's an office in Lakeville.
That's right. I know exactly where it is. I've
been
in there. The Reservoir Drive, right after 105. Yeah.
It's no red lights with cameras in them in the city. There's no.
You know who was there? You know who was there the other day, Mike? Who? It was a white Jeep.
That's what I heard.
I heard that too. Why would you be there?
I don't know if it was her white Jeep or not, though. But yeah, anyway.
Oh no, it was her white Jeep, dude. It was her. What would be the purpose? Dude, you're not gonna roll. You got nothing to roll over.
If they got Farwell, let's just suppose they got Lank, right? Lank says, "Okay, I'll give it up."
After the fucking trial,
then they go to Mama. Yeah, well, Mama bears natural reactions out of protect your cubs, right? So if the kids get like, okay, you got Caitlin or not Caitlin, Ashley, whatever her name is, Allie McCabe. Yeah, if she's getting sucked into this because of her mother's gonna go all out protect her, make sure she can finish college and not, because
why? I mean, jail. Like, no, they're going to jail. College is irrelevant. You'd be the smartest inmate they got.
You can finish your degree in jail, and that's true. You can get your college degree in jail. What's it called? The Norfolk County Community College?
Yeah.
I don't know what it's called.
Yeah.
Well, it might be a federal, but who knows? So, like, when are they going to pull? Like, if you wanted to, you could do a RICO. You could do a RICO with just fucking perjury at the state level and the federal grand jury level. We had fucking.
Hey, wait a minute.
Roberts.
Stop.
Yo.
Whoa.
What?
We missed this. We missed it.
What did we miss?
We missed it, people. Wow. Mike.
Yo.
Why was Jen at the FBI?
I would assume she's probably answering phones at the reception desk. I don't know.
About what? What questions would you think?
Oh, okay.
Why?
I have a lot to do with the geofencing. Maybe why she lied to what happened that day when she lied to the question. I don't know. You tell me. It seems like you know the answer. It's a loaded question, Tom. I hate when you do that to me. You know the answer and you try to test me.
I just put this one together, and I hope I'm wrong.
It just popped into your head.
It did. When did the FBI go in to meet Jen McCabe? I don't remember when she said it wasn't her.
It was August 23.
And what was that about?
What was the questions about?
Yeah. Why were they looking?
I don't know what question. I have no idea what questions. That was a sidebar moment.
Right. And then she was there the other day after the trial. She asked, "What the fuck?" Do you think maybe, Mike, that she may be involved in the Birchmore trial also?
What capacity? What, babysitting? I don't know.
She's got no reason to be at the FBI with the O'Keefe issue.
Oh, really?
The FBI went to go touch base with Jen McCabe, right? Not about Karen Reed, about Sandra Birchmore.
Okay.
Karen Reed's trial going on. Done. Now, Jen's getting bang. Jen's going to the FBI in Lakeville. Why? Not about Karen Reed shit.
Well, I don't know that.
There's no other reason.
Well, yeah, there is. I mean, the 227 search.
No,
perjury.
doesn't matter.
Oh, it doesn't.
They will never tell her that, hey, we're looking at you. We're looking at the 227 search, Jen. They're never going to do it like that. Never happen. There's a reason the FBI went and made contact with Jen. It wasn't about Karen Reed. It was about Birchmore. The fact that she goes there this week is about Birchmore. Karen Reed's all said and done. There's a bow on that bitch. Gone. Next.
At the state level, yeah.
The federal.
No, Karen Reed.
Forget about everything else. Forget about everything else.
I see what your hypothesis might be, but that's a stretch.
Mike, why would the feds got no reason to contact Jen McCabe in regards to Karen Reed? No, they don't. No.
She's a witness. She saw John in the house, dude. She saw
John in the house.
Yeah.
The FBI would contact Jen McCabe's attorney if they wanted to ask her a question about Karen Reed. Karen Reed's trial was come and gone. The feds had all their information. They don't care who Jen is. Gone. Get out of here. But in regards to the Birchmore issue, they would now they need to go get all this information, but out of the Birchmore. Not the Karen Reed shit. Oh, that's over the other side of the building. We're over doing Birchmore stuff today. And they went and they reached out to Jen. Jen denied it. No, I'm not me. They had no reason to talk to Jen because the trial was all locked in. And then if she's there this week, there's no reason for her to be there this week. If the feds are gonna charge her with whatever, they would. But there's no reason for her to be in Lakeville.
But you're assuming that was her.
No, let's go back. Forget about Lakeville. Why would the feds go and touch base with her?
August of 23, you would think it would have to be at the Reed case, I would think. But
about what? About what?
Anything, I guess.
No.
I don't know. Okay.
No. They went to her about the Birchmore case. That's why, and that's why this keeps getting pushed back, because now she's involved in it.
In what capacity?
Well, we know. We know. Listen, we know that Jen is like the mover. She's the mover and player here. She makes things happen, we'll say.
All right.
Boom, you do this, Carrie's gonna babysit, blah, 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 blah. If Birchmore was all
the chat's not agreeing with you, but
I don't care. That's okay. Listen, time, guys. What's today's date? 6/27. You're gonna it's gonna come out. I'm telling you.
All right.
I know it. I got this. It all makes sense to me. There's no need. If the FBI went to Jen and met her somewhere and said, "Hi, are you Jen McCabe?" And she said, "Nope."
I know.
And then they came back. Listen, we want to talk to you. All right. You think they talked about Karen Reed stuff? The trial was already set in stone. And you can't bring the FBI stuff into court. Bev's not going to allow that.
Part of the TUI, right?
That's Higgins. Separate issue.
I see where you go with this, but I mean, anything's possible.
There was no viable reason for the feds to talk to Jen McCabe in regards to the Karen Reed case. Not at that time. It would have happened way prior. It would have been part of the feds case.
I think anything's a stretch. I just think that after she testified in the grand jury, they locked her into a story and a timeline, all that bullshit.
In regards to Karen Reed, yes.
Yeah, and now that's what the questions before. I don't know. Because the grand jury happened that spring, right?
Okay. Mike, they cannot talk to her without her attorney present.
I have no idea.
You know that.
They have to ask for an attorney.
No. Jen McCabe has an attorney, Kevin Reddington. She got him quite early at the beginning of the stage. That's her attorney, Kevin Reddington.
Brian Albert
it is. Brian Albert, he shares an office. Remember they share an office in Brockton?
Yeah. I don't know, man. I mean, what you're saying is possible, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know nothing.
I'm telling you guys. If Jen McCabe, when did they?
I wonder why she didn't call her attorney right afterwards.
Well, she called everyone else.
She called Brian, Kerry, Peggy, and 2 other people.
Her husband, Matt.
4 people. Yeah, there's 4 people. We don't know who the fifth.
Mrs. O'Keefe.
Yeah, so Brian, Maddie.
Yep. Miss O'Keefe.
Peggy, Kerry.
Yeah.
We're missing one. I don't know who the other one is.
Brian.
Higgins or Brian Albert.
Albert.
There's 4. That's 4. Who knows? No,
I'm telling you. Listen. If the federal government, if the FBI, is Nan, are you busy? Why? Can Nan jump on here for a second?
Why? We got this.
Okay, so Mike, the FBI is not going to approach Jen McCabe.
Why?
And talk to her because she has a lawyer.
So what?
They have to go through her attorney. They cannot contact her directly.
They went to her house, dude.
They did.
So she didn't have an attorney at her house at 9 o'clock in the morning. They knew that. It was a strategic bump. I don't know. Who knows? We're never gonna know.
So, Nan, if the federal government went to Jen McCabe's house to ask her questions,
she's still in court,
and she has an attorney, wouldn't they have to go to her attorney first?
That's a state level.
Not feds. They would. I think they'd have to go to her. They'd have to talk to her attorney first. She retained the lawyer at the beginning of the Karen Reed trial, way early.
I understand
before the and the FBI knows she had an attorney because, right?
What if the retainer ran out after the first trial?
No. Now, Nan, let me ask you a question. Can the FBI approach Miss Jennifer McCabe and ask her questions about Matthew Farwell? Completely different subject, completely different topic, different set of investigators, different group of people altogether. Are they allowed to go up and ask Miss Jen McCabe questions at this point in regards to Birchmore?
With the look on your face, you feel like you're right on this one, but I don't see the connection. But
hold on,
anything's possible.
I don't see. If the FBI knew they look at right here.
What?
If the FBI knew,
yeah,
she had counsel, they can't question her. But yet,
maybe it wasn't a question.
Boom.
I don't see it.
That's why they were there, Mike. The FBI cannot talk to Jen McCabe.
I don't know if she had counsel.
She did. She had Kevin Reddington, and the FBI knew she had Kevin Reddington, so they can't talk to her about Karen Reed.
When she lied, so when she went to a grand jury, federal grand jury.
Yep.
So Kevin Reddington was there.
Yes,
Okay.
they all were. They all brought attorneys. I
They
think
did.
Colin even had one. I think.
I don't blame him. I don't blame him. But I have I don't see the connection between Jen and Farwell. I don't.
How do you know she wasn't the one setting people up with her, and I don't want to say pimping her out, but making
I
things happen?
see. I mean, after what's happened here, I think it's possible. But I don't know.
I'm
I
telling
don't
you,
know.
dude. Wait and
I don't
see.
know.
They
I
can't
don't.
talk to her. That I missed that when that happened. The cops, the FBI cannot talk to her because she has an attorney. However, they can go up to her and they can talk to her about Farwell, and they know that.
Or about Higgins.
No, I still
Or about
can't read.
Lank.
Well,
Or
unless they can tie them to Sandra Birchmore. If she babysat for Lank and Jen picked up Sandra and brought her over to Lank's house.
stop it, man. I what? Seriously?
Yes, she was
That would have
babysat.
been in the fucking. That would have been in the text messages. It would have been. You'd have heard about that.
The ones that were deleted, Mike.
Yeah,
How many were there?
32,000.
Okay, I'm just checking.
Tommy, I don't. Hey, you can say whatever you want to say, but I got no part of that one. I want no part of that one. I can't.
It
Get
all
that guy
makes
done.
sense to me.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, dude.
I can see how it can. I can, but I can't put myself quite there
So
yet.
why would the FBI go? Why would the FBI
Why are you asking me?
Jen McCabe?
How
It's
am
just
I
a
going to know the answer?
just a question.
No,
No,
you've
you
asked me
guys are
five
missing.
times. You've asked me 5 times why I think I said I want no part of this.
There's the FBI cannot. If the fact that the FBI questioned Jen McCabe, it tells you she's into something else. There's something else. It's not Karen Reed. They cannot talk to her about Karen Reed, but they did talk to her. So it couldn't have been about Karen Reed.
I don't
It
know.
couldn't have been.
Could have been about Higgins. It could have been about Kevin Albert. It could have been about Brian. Who knows?
In the middle of the case has already gone on. The first trial's already
No.
happened
August 23rd, 23, dude. August of 23.
of last year. The one that just
No,
that's
24 is 24 is when the other one ended, right? Yep. July of 24. It ended. They had the whole 6 months off, 5 months off, and you went into February, April. I mean, April 1st started. April 13th, whatever it was.
yeah. The FBI would have had all that already. They wouldn't need to talk to her. There's no reason for her to talk to her. For the feds to talk to Jen McCabe in any way. They have all the information.
It was a year, but it was like 4 months, 5 months, 4 months before the trial started at 24. If I'm mathing right.
No,
It's
hold on.
23 wasn't the first trial, it was 24. April to July, and then April to July 25.
So there
Or
were two
April-
trials in 2024.
No. One.
So Jen hired her lawyer in 2023.
I don't know.
She had to before she went into the grand jury stuff. She went to the state grand jury, the federal grand jury.
That after the state and federal grand jury is when she was approached. It might have been a year afterwards. Who knows? I don't know. 6 months afterwards. But there was a trial in 24 and a trial in 25. And she was talked to August of 23. And the 2E got dumped on them in the first week of the trial.
I need to look at this because, listen.
Am I right, chat? Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the first trial ended in 24.
In 24.
Yeah, and the second one just ended in 25.
Right.
Yeah.
I
know it's early, people. Stay with us. So
yeah.
I just find it August of 23rd of 23 is when she was talked to. So what they talked about to be determined. But why she at Lakeville office, I don't know. I did hear that though.
Yeah. And yet Farwell keeps getting pushed back.
Oh no. There's definitely because it's the same fucking group of people. I agree with that. I agree with that.
Same group of people. And here's the best thing. The FBI was investigating the investigators.
Right.
So we know that the Justin Root thing that happened.
Yep.
We know that there was some pressure put on them for that, as it should be. That was a unnecessary shoot. Then Sandra, which was all mixed up. FBI put money into that case and found out that, yep, they were wrong. The FBI put money into the Karen Reed case. Yep, they were wrong.
Were they?
Yeah.
Is it still going on? You think it's still going on?
Yes, 100%.
Me too.
Yep. So people don't realize, like, within an investigation, there can be other investigations. So Karen Reed aspect is most likely closed, but what they determined and found is the same as what they found in Birchmore. Maybe the same in Justin Root. Maybe the same in other ones that we don't even know about yet.
Craig Casey.
It's Craig Casey.
Yeah. There's so much corruption here. You can just throw a dart and pick your case, pick your person. You just gotta make sure it's a viable case. I don't know.
I'm just, what gets me is the lack of like human life, no regard for human life whatsoever. These
It's
people.
a number. Oh, you talking about the feds?
No, people, the
Oh.
people that did this to John.
Oh yeah, that's horrible. I mean, are they ever gonna get justice? I don't know. How
But
do you
again,
get justice?
what is justice, Mike? What is it?
I don't know. It's not a check. They're gonna soon find out. It's not a fucking dollar bill.
No.
It's it's finding the people that did us bad, and putting them away. Like Karen was freed by 24 people. It was 2 juries that freed her. They
Yep.
got hung up on a fucking manslaughter charge of OUI.
Well, yeah,
Good.
the reason we had a second trial is people think there was a hang plant on the first one.
Yeah. Again,
That's bad to even think that way.
when do you have fucking 3 witnesses come up and sit in the fucking O'Keefe sideline and stare at them on day of the closes? I mean, what the fuck? What the fuck? And then
How
yeah,
how they're allowed to do that, and the judge allowed that.
I
The
know.
judge allowed that, Mike.
I know. That's sickening.
The judge, the lawyers had to go through the judge to ask the questions they were going to ask the person on the stand. And if the judge didn't like it, she wouldn't let them ask.
That's true.
Unacceptable. That's not a defense. That's a mother may I type of a game. Mother, may I ask this question? No.
I would say that the bench was rigged more than the fucking jury. The way she handicapped the whole defense team the whole time. Just the way
Yeah.
I mean, how many sidebars were that? And that's not normal from what
No. No.
And then you have Lally, Lion.
That's not true. That is not true. Not true. No.
The Fall River Raw page saw her go into the FBI building yesterday. Whoa.
Karen Reed's far over, my friend.
Was it real? And someone said that if she told the feds what happened, she wouldn't go. Yeah, I mean, that's how you squeeze somebody, but I don't know. I have no idea.
If this bottom part, if she told the feds what happened, she wouldn't go to prison. That's not true. That's not true. If she told the feds what happened and she's in any part involved in it, she is going to jail.
Well, do you believe the 227 search happened?
Yes.
Then she's going to fucking jail. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
I think so. Whether she's involved Birchmore or not, I can see her knowing the same people.
Of course, the same.
Yeah. I don't know what Jen would think Sandra as being like a peasant in my mind. Like she'd be like, I don't want to talk. I don't want nothing to do.
Babysitter, Mike.
Oh yeah, she's 23, right? But she's known her since 15. But...
No, Sandra Birchmore started this when she was 12. The
let's
Explorer
let's be
program.
let's be honest. If they're gonna do something, the federal, right? If they're
Yep.
gonna bomb somebody's political career, i.e.,
Morrissey.
Morrissey,
Right.
Mayor Wu. If you're a Magna kind of person and you want Kraft in there, and then you have the governor Maura Healey. You do the big roundup in August. You get the trials going before the election start in
Yeah.
25 for the state, and then that's your running like Mrs. Perkins, Attorney Perkins runs against Morrissey with this charge being held over that office. How can
Right.
we really, it's dirty laundry in this office kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Same
Yeah.
well, yeah. If they get the Boston Police Department involved, Mayor Wu's overseeing that department. There's Jonathan Kraft's or Josh Kraft's angle to get, to running against that. Look what's happening under her watch. We have, Mask and Cast. We have this now Boston Police Department involved with a cover up. And then you can go to the
Yeah. They
federal
are.
level and then the state
Yep.
level, we'll go after Maura Healey. But I don't know what's going on there. But that's to me, that's how you get somebody out of office, a political enemy. Morrissey's just stupid. He just got lazy and complacent and didn't realize what he was doing, covering all this bullshit up, calling him favors. That guy, he's probably owed so many favors. He can just, nothing will ever happen to him. He'd probably just get, who knows?
Yeah.
Let's go and talk about the Kevin. Fell down in the,
I remember that.
according to the lead, fell down, and they sealed it up as well. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, anything Michael Proctor's reputation is demolished. So anything that he was involved with deserves to be looked at again. And IE through that office, just by osmosis.
Anything they touched, Mike. Anything they touched is a problem.
Anything he signed off on. I'm an attorney and I have a client that's in jail with Michael Proctor's name on it. I'm going for an appeal. I want a motion to get this retried. And I'm going to bring it up to a jury what Michael Proctor is not working for anymore and why.
Right.
That's reasonable doubt, dude. It's like that drug case. Remember the drug cases from Mass State Police when that lady said this was coke and it really wasn't coke or whatever.
Yeah. It's a lab.
Andy Duckman, whatever. The lab
Andy.
scandal.
Yes.
They let so many people out that were good busts, but the
Yep.
evidence was fucking tampered with.
Yeah. Yep.
Now you have the Tully getting you could bring up that Tully got rehomed and you could bring that up as an appeal. That's huge. That sways a jury because juries are taught to believe, hey, that's an MSP guy up there. Look at him. He's in a suit. He looks professional. I believe what he's saying, right? The evidence points that way. Why would I think he's lying?
They say there could be many reasons for her to be there. No, there really couldn't be many reasons for her to be at the FBI office. It's not a public building. It's not like you can walk in and say, hey, do you guys want coffee? It's not like that. If they ask you to come there, it's not good. Usually bad. So I don't think Jen is the most. Jen is not that lady who knows all, who's coming in to give the FBI people, pointers on what to do. She's not. It's not why she's going there, if she's even there at all.
Right.
If she was there, she would have met her attorney there, and they would have probably had a deposition there in an office somewhere where they ask her questions.
Mm-hmm. Yep. What do you
know? And it's not about the can't read shit. That's all come and gone. That one's all wrapped up in a box, pretty bow. Put it over in the corner. Talking about something else here. What else could she be involved with that the FBI is involved with? Huh. Telling you.
Hey, you own it, man. That's cool. I
Yep.
like it. Imagine if this breaks and you connected those dots. I can't wrap my head around it quite yet, but I'm not saying you're right or wrong. I'm okay.
I'm all in with this one.
It sounds like you put on this one. Yes.
But because there's no reason for Jen to be at the FBI office. None.
If she was like,
even her relationships with Michael Morrissey. See, there you go. That's a whole different issue, right? Think of the relationships that guy has.
It could have been about him. It could have been about anybody. Has he reached out to you? Has he talked? Because he got emails and burn email. I mean, there's so much fucking spider web here. It's a lot, man, to unpack. It's a lot to unpack.
Yep.
I think it's all good. I think because justice will prevail. It's
Correct.
just how are we going to get there?
And we're seeing it in real time. That's kind of the issue, and we don't know how to handle it.
Yes.
Right?
So we don't have a decipher. Like, okay, this is the next step in the protocol because we don't know what the fuck happened.
Right.
I mean, it's all good and well that you're saying what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's
just my
hard to,
thoughts. I'm put to me. It makes sense to put stuff in place
Yeah.
from you
Yeah,
know.
no. That's how you spitball, man.
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah, you're getting feedback from the chat. People are
Yep.
saying, "Oh, well, it's good. It's all good. Talking about it's good. I like it." But I was just like, I could see it, but man, that'd be crazy. Fucked up shit.
And then the whole freaking from day one's been crazy fucked up from the beginning of all this.
I go back to Clapp and Tully and all them and Fanning. I'm just like blown away that they're in South Florida doing that shit, like, and then it comes back up here.
Yep.
And now it's entangled in all this bullshit. There's a thread leading out here because of the pattern. Look at the pattern of Tully. Fucked up. I don't think Tully's been good ever. I don't think he's ever been good.
Did he get trained by Fanning?
Yeah, he did. Yeah. It's pretty fucked up.
I'm just, I'm still in a little shock that they're allowed to have a company that handles all of footage for the DA.
That's fucked up, dude.
He's doing the same job as oh my word!
That's
double dipping.
Big time. Big time.
And it's curious as to how much they've paid that company.
And here's the thing: like, you had Colleen Crawford on the list. You had all these people from the DA's office that weren't called. We don't know what they're, So
Traub, remember Michael Traub?
Yeah,
is that his name?
Yep.
That's
He bounced. David Traub.
David. That's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
After 25 years of being in the North District Attorney's office, peace out. After the first trial, I'm out. I rode this wave as long as I could.
And then he's tapping out, beating
he's
it.
Gone, dude.
Tomorrow we have a fundraiser for Aiden tomorrow. 12 to 12.
What's that? 12. I know.
12 to 12 tomorrow. Yep.
Have you talked to any content creators? Like, what's gonna happen? I got company coming down, but I'm gonna bounce in and out.
No,
I'll be here. Yeah, Ashley Bell was on the camp. Yeah, what's her story? Ashley Bell.
First time I saw the lady, and
she mentions right on public TV. I'm involved with the Birchmore.
Yep.
I'm involved with the John O'Keefe case, the Kennedy case.
Why?
So I don't. She had to put it out there. I don't know.
Crazy town.
That's something to think about. It's like if you're a thinker and you want to try to connect the dots, we're open to it. Oh, that makes sense. That's why I couldn't figure out why Mrs. Bell was there for the Birchmore case. See? Here you go.
Is that Bella's mom?
I'm not. No, it's Bella and Bell, two different people.
Oh, okay.
I believe.
Yeah,
I can't say with certainty.
I have no idea.
Ashley Bell, she's on the defense witness list.
Yep.
Okay.
For both trials too.
Yes, she was.
Why? Right? What could that be? Possibly be?
People sitting there telling me this. I don't. Fucking Tom. I don't. I want to know. I want to know. Trust me, I do.
Kelly Diva.
She got up there and said that. Yeah. She got up there and she said that I'm involved, and this is her words, not mine. So we know this is factual,
right?
And she's being harassed by these mofo's in town, and she's being called as a witness because maybe her daughter was underage at the time. Who knows? I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing. But she's getting harassed, and she's like, why are the Alberts getting the protection and I get shit?
Yeah. Great example, isn't it?
If she's complaining to the Canton PD that I'm being harassed, and they're like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, we know you're harassed.
Yeah, whatever.
We know who's doing it. Yeah.
Yeah. But meanwhile, if you're FKR, yeah, we don't give a
yeah.
fuck. But if you're an anti, then that's a whole different ball game.
It's sad how they have the way that they make it the determination between the two. It should be equal across the board. It doesn't happen that way. But we have a party. Here's the thing to it. Back to the 90s. Glow in the dark, boots in the ground party.
Oh, it's from 6 to 11, not 12. Okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
Where's the after party going to be, Tommy? At the hotel down there somewhere?
I'm sure there'll be a few of them down there. There's hotels everywhere. Man.
Look at everybody's in here chiming about Ashley Bell in the. That sucks, man. And that would tie the Birchmore case into the. So why? Remember Liza though? She wanted to introduce the Birchmore case to.
Why? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm just saying.
Yep.
It's not a far stretch. Not a far stretch. But I think it was over a pattern of lying of the state police, of what was going on with Guarino to try to just, to impeach him, so to speak. Guarino, Bukaki,
Yep.
if they were going to get called, this is what Liza was telling. We have this ammunition, and she tried to get it in, but she didn't.
And they wouldn't let it even. Yep.
Yeah, the judge is like, yeah, no. The judge fucking whacked them, slapped their pee really bad. Yeah, it's pretty fucked up. Hank's broken pencil. There's so many connections here. It's like, oh, you could spend the whole day today thinking about this connection. Ashley Bell. Yeah. I don't know if she really put a lot. She really busted the balls of the ground on the boots people. Like they had combined IQ of 8 or whatever it was. I don't know what that's all about. I just care about the facts. But Ashley
I hope she wasn't insulting.
Ashley's mom said, I was called as a witness for the Birchmore case, which is a federal fucking case. Not because it was deemed a suicide at the state level. It's
right.
A federal fucking case.
State level people fucked up. The federal people didn't. That's the problem. So you're going to go ahead and believe and put all your faith in the person that made the mistake and lied to you? Exactly. Good luck with that one.
Exactly right. And if she's a federal witness, she wouldn't be on the states. She would be involved, but she's part of the state stuff because somehow Ashley's.
She's not a witness no more. Trial's over.
If she was in the Explorers program and something happened to Ashley's daughter during said program, that would be a huge connection. Let's just say, you don't think of McCabe or McAlbert was in that program as well. One of the daughters. No, that's a stretch. I don't know. Two guys talking and having coffee this morning, trying to figure this all out.
Listen, to Ashley Bell, if she insulted the people on the ground that are standing up for Karen Reed, then she's not a very nice person herself, because the people that stand up for Karen Reed are the nicest people out there, Mike. They're standing up for someone they don't even know.
It'd be a smoke screen. It'd be like just like a where they're
like, listen, maybe she needs to work on her parenting skills if that's her problem.
Oh. I don't know nothing.
I know.
But she got up in front of the town committee and said X and Y and said, hey, listen, I'm on the federal Birchmore witness list and I'm on the state. What's the connection? Her daughter. Not her daughter.
Right.
Because she's a minor at the time, or maybe she still is a minor now. Who knows?
Wow.
What does she know? Why is she being called the federal Birchmore case?
And I'm sure there were more girls too. There has to be.
I've been hearing that too. I've been hearing the same kind of chirping that there was more kids.
Yep.
All right, so I have another doctor's appointment, so I'm gonna bounce out.
Yeah.
Keep your mind working like that, though. I like where your head's at.
Yeah,
I do. I'm trying to ask you questions and like to spur you.
Oh yeah.
Spur you on.
It's working too. We're good. It's all good.
Don't take anything I say like to.
I
love you.
There's love, buddy. Listen, you enjoy the weekend, and
I'll see you tomorrow sometime.
Yeah. And
so we'll see if anybody's going to swing by the house and grab the stick. If anybody's in Canton that's going down there tomorrow. All right.
Yep.
If not, we can do something remote where we do it for something else, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to do.
figure it out.
We got 2015 signed hockey stick.
The glow
Oh,
in
the
the
box.
dark fundraiser is going to be badass. And that's awesome. That
Yeah.
is freaking awesome. Signed by the Bruins.
Yep. So, anyways, peace out.
All right, my friend.
Peace. Cheating, have a good day. Today's
See you
Friday.
tomorrow, sir. Enjoy the
I'll
night.
see you tomorrow. Yeah.
Uh, thank you all for being here again. You're the best chat. Best people out here. If you like or subscribe, or even giving the thumbs up. Those three things help the channel. I ask that you please do that. If you want to donate, it's at Venmo, Cash App, CPUTOM at gmail.com. More than happy about that. Um, what else? CPUTOM at Gmail. Email. If you have any questions, anything you want to throw out there or whatnot, send me an email. CPUTOM at gmail.com. Tomorrow I'm going to start that 12-hour fundraiser for Aiden. The, the defense fund up in the top right-hand corner, that QR code, that goes to Aiden's defense fund. So if you have a second, that's what you click on right there. Otherwise, the Give, Send, Go. Let me share this real quick for you people. You can see it. The Give, Send, Go is givesendgo.com/, capital G, capital B, 83, okay, and bring it to this. My goal is to make that $15,000 tomorrow. To make that around 2,000. Like, we can do this, guys. We can hit that goal. We can bank that number. Um, that glow in the dark party in this one. You, this is where we're all gonna be. Okay? You, it's gonna be a fabulous time. And Jesse put so much effort into this sweetheart. 24 High Street, Middleborough, Mass. 02346. 5-hour party, 21 plus. Yeah, it's gonna be a great time. The ladies from the Born Rotary stand out. Gonna be there. They're all great people. Love them ladies down there. They've done stand out for 70 something weekends in a row. That's us right here. No. Also, here's the image. Yes, not here is it? If you're gonna come tomorrow and you hear this, can you just bring some supplies for the veterans that we have out there? Even if you go to the dollar store and grab some stuff there. We're looking for shampoo, shaving cream stuff, um, powder, toothbrush, deodorant, wet wipes, stuff. We need just um, things for our veterans that we can donate to them. So please bring some. And with that said, the people that sent me money, I'm gonna go and buy stuff, make a little video of it, so people show you guys. And that's that. All right, everybody. With that said, the link is too long for you to share. Oh, the Boots in the Dark, bro. Yeah, this one right here, this link. God, I'm gonna put it in chat. I don't know if I'll be able to do it. It's 5 tickets. That's it. You only got 5 tickets left. Wow. Come on, guys. We can make this a sellout. We can do this. All right, everybody. I love you all. Have a wonderful day, and talk to you later. Love you all. See you tomorrow at 12 o'clock. Love you all.
Cold mornings, cracked pavement, courthouse steps. He's there before sunrise while the world still rests. No cameras needed, no spotlight glare. Just a man with a purpose, always standing there. Facing the crowd, but the fight in his veins. Truth in his hands, pushing through the rain. Karen sees him, she knows what it means when you've got boots on the ground and you fight for your dreams. Boots on the ground, day after day, standing for truth in the hardest way. No fame, no glory, just a promise kept. Tom CPU, you never left. He don't ask for credit, don't ask for praise. Just fight in the good fight in 1,000 ways. When the cameras fade and the voices die, he's still right there, never asking why. He's got a handshake that you can trust, eyes that don't blink when it comes to us. Karen smiles because she knows it's true. She's got a soldier and his name's CPU. Boots on the ground, day after day, standing for truth in the hardest way. No fame, no glory, just a promise kept. Tom CPU, you never left. When the courthouse is empty and the crowd's gone home, Tom's still walking, he's never alone. 1,000 steps, 1,000,000 prayers, because justice don't sleep and neither does he care.